Good morning, everyone. It's story time again. Today's story is called Things That Make Me Happy. Ever since I was a teeny tiny baby, I was always smiling and happy. My parents took many photographs of me. As I got older, they would show the albums of my early years to me. I would ask questions about the place and about the occasion. Oftentimes, I would giggle at my silly expressions of joy on my face or the clothes that I was wearing at the time in those photos. There were many pictures of me. The special ones are a picture of me bouncing on my grandpa's knees, laughing. Others with grandma reading me a story. Those were special times. Ones with my dad and I playing with the ball in the yard outside. I seemed to love to help Mum with folding the washing too, except I kept climbing into the laundry basket rather than folding the clothes and helping her. These were such fun times. Oftentimes, I would fall asleep and be on the floor next to our little beloved cat called Marmalade. His name was Marmalade because he was actually ginger in color. We also had a wonderful dog named Tess. I would put sunglasses and a cap on her and then ask to be photographed with her. As I attended preschool, I loved being on the swings and the slides, whizzing with squeals of delight, making a huge noise. Other events of joy was helping Gran find her spectacles. My poor, wonderful Gran. She was so dear, but oftentimes she mislaid her glasses. Most times they were on her hair, and she could not remember where she put them. So I would quietly take her hands and then lead them to the top of her head. And so she used to say, "What a special boy you are, so clever for finding my glasses." There were also times when there was playing sports at school. I loved to play tennis. I wasn't very good at it. Oftentimes I missed the ball to the squeals and the delight of my opponent. He thought I was hilarious. I also played rugby, and these were so much fun. I was not very fast, but I enjoyed passing the ball to my teammates, much to the pleasure of the spectators. One incident that stands out for me from my early years at rugby was the day I did manage to score a try. Oh, after the game, I was hoisted onto the shoulders of the captain, and he pranced around the whole field, showing me off. It was my first and only try. I was so thrilled and felt so special. My end of year report card often stated, "A very pleasant and playful lad." I carried this gift of being grateful into my later years. When there was a program that called for volunteers to visit old age homes, I would go with such eagerness because it meant taking gifts to the older folk and offering it to them. And my joy was when they looked and saw that it was a gift from a little boy. Their faces, their smiles, and their hugs paid me immensely. The soup kitchen was another of those wonderful opportunities in my early years. My job it was, because the soup was too hot to handle, I had to collect all the empty cups from those who we had offered soup to. And I had to carry them on a tray and take them to the sink where they were being washed. That too brought feelings of beautiful warmth and sunshine into my heart. I did often get into trouble, you know. I was no goody two shoes, but often saw the funny side of it after the incident and after my huge punishment. There was also a delightful summer when we decided to visit my aunt and uncle. They have a farm in Underberg. It is such a beautiful place. There are vast, beautiful mountains in the background with trees and flowers and animals. Oh, it's just the most amazing, rewarding, and healing place of all. At night, some nights, we used to lie down on a blanket outside on the grass and look up at the sky, at the stars. It looks so much brighter and closer than it does here in the city. The added joy was that we used to look through a telescope, and wow, the world looks so much better and more exciting and more beautiful through the lens of a telescope. Being happy and enjoying what I do is a gift worth working on. The world is so full of unpleasant, sad, and painful moments. So I look for ways to make others feel good and bring a smile to the faces of people who need it. So I encourage all of you, girls, boys, young adults, to look for ways and seek God's way of bringing peace, happiness, love, and joy to those around you. Think of ways to do this, and you will be such a happy camper for having done that. Hope you enjoyed the story. Look for happiness. Bye.